little me. You know, I think to myself sometimes, I'm like, if you actually got to sit in the courtroom with the Marwood folks, like the folks that you considered your friend that you think fucking sold you out for fucking nothing. There's this guy, Johnny Wall. I'd love to see him up on the stand. He's almost as dumb as you guys. He is probably dumber. And this is what he's done. This is what he set himself up with. Remember, guy emails and texts to back everything I say up, right? If not, I'm a liar. And we'd have all this stuff at court. So when Johnny sits his little ass down, and they say, hey, how was Marwood at the period of time where fucking Carl went off? I dare him to say good, because here's the deal. I said to him one time, because I was like really considering pursuing fucking trying to take them to court, but I never wanted to sue them. It was never about money. It was always about watching out for other people. And Troy Solinger shouldn't be dictating people's lives or in charge of their livelihood when he was such a fucking little narcissistic cunt. But anyways, old Johnny, he's a good guy though, man. You'd love him. He's a good guy. I remember one time he told me, hey, Carl, I think you're an old soul. Maybe Johnny was right. But anyways, so I asked Johnny, I said, hey, if you were to fucking go to court, what would you say? His reply back to me was, well, I could only tell them what I know. And I didn't tell him what to say. I said, what are you going to tell him? Well, I don't know much. I said, it's funny, Johnny, how you don't know much when you got something to lose and you don't want to speak the truth. This dumb motherfucker's reply wasn't like something intelligent. He said, well, they gave me an apprenticeship. So yeah, I got something to lose. Like, I got it right on text. The guy's a fucking idiot. So, anyways, this guy, I got texts and emails to prove it, and he knows it. The management actually wanted me to fire him. Yeah, they wanted me to fire him. But I couldn't do it out of the goodness of my heart because I felt like it was a system problem and not a people problem. So I tried to protect my people because we really lacked them. And, yeah, I guess I paid the price for that, eh? But anyways, Johnny would, have to sit in court and say that we didn't spend most of our time counting parts because there was brand new people using the system that had no idea what they were doing, so they were causing chaos to our inventory. And that, the management didn't have the fucking parts set up right, so they didn't run through the system, so we didn't have to manually fucking do everything all the time. And it was always left on us, and that... Fuck, I used to give Johnny a hard time. I'd be like, hey, bud, I know you work 50 hours. It's fucking Friday. Like, I know Friday's coming up. You'll have 50 hours in. Do you think you could work one of the weekend days for me? Because I've been doing her fucking straight for 3 months, bud. Do you think you could fucking take one of these days so I could relax? While I'm supposed to be spending my time at the trailer. Meanwhile, I'm slaving my ass away, and I'm like, well, I guess, fuck, I got 10 extra hours out of him. I can't really blame him. I can't ask him to give his life up for this fucking place. So when they want to fire him, because he is fucking up all over the place, and he is kind of stupid. But here's the deal. When I got to the plant, it was shit, and Johnny was part of the plant. But what we did is we turned it around to the number one plant, the worst plant in all of fucking Marwood. We turned it around into the number one plant. And then when COVID came around and Dingaling decided to change the system, Johnny didn't know what to do. Because I'd spent all that time fucking training him and showing him the fucking proper way to do shit. But then when it got fucking switched around, he was lost. Fact, it's so lost, and he knew he was going to lose his job. that he was a supervisor, and he begged me to give him a lift truck driver job. So he didn't lose his job. And they still wanted me to fire him and not put him on a lift truck. I said, listen, the guy's tried hard for us. Put him on a lift truck. Where's the harm in that? He shows up every day. He's going to give us at least 40-something hours. And I don't think it's his fault. I just think he can't adjust. So anyways, this is the motherfucker who would actually lie on me. And not, like I said, just like Jay, not care about my life. Knew that I'd put myself in the hospital and didn't care that his fucking lie was hurting me because he was doing all right. He still had his job, and if he spoke up, he might not have it. And they had given him an apprenticeship, and his life was good, and it didn't matter about mine. See, here's the deal, because Johnny did, because he, like I said, he is a good guy. Like, just after the Marwood thing, before shit had gotten crazy with me, Johnny would, like, ask me to come to his trailer and hang out and stuff. But here's the deal. Like, I knew he was kind of shady. I made videos about it, saying it, too. He would make sure, because he would do a lot of pictures and put them on social media, but he made sure I was out of every one of them. Slick, eh? Slick. And just so his workplace didn't know, that he was hanging out with me, and he never had a problem when he was hanging out with me, telling me how shitty fucking Marwood was and how bad it was. And my fucking wife might even have heard that conversation too, but hey, Johnny's a good guy, and he still got his trailer out in the fucking thing, and he's still got his job, and he's living his life, and he doesn't have to worry about anything because his life's going good for him. Even though he fucked somebody over with a lie just to maintain, when he didn't have to lose anything. He just had to say, well, Carl's right. All of them just had to say, well, these are the problems that are going on. Like, I'm sorry, someone who's a supervisor doesn't ask to step down for no reason. And Johnny, would I have been the reason you stepped down? Because I believe I was the only one ever backing you up. That dumb fuck. Anyways, these are the kind of human beings I've been in contact with. You can understand why I'm skeptical on any of them changing. I mean, to not care if someone fucking wanted to live or die, but you got your job. When you went through the same shit as that person, just not as much. Because you know, shit trickles downhill, right? Here's the problem. I wasn't willing to trickle it down because I didn't think the people were the problem. I thought the fucking management was. And I tried showing them in the nicest, politest of fucking ways. Never wanted to listen. But anyways, that's my John Wall story. Johnny, if you're out there watching, you're a piece of shit, and you know it, and you don't care about other human beings, but you come off like a swell guy. I know a lot of people like you, but they don't know that you fucking would attempt murder by lying to protect your job, you piece of shit.